Okay, welcome back everyone. So I did it. Finished green today. That's 5 days in a row, green all week. But not too happy with today's trade. Got a little greedy. Just looked at the overall picture of where it was going and kind of made a decision on that instead of cutting the loss. But it ended up working out in my favor. The trade took in total, I just want to get in and out of these scalps. Just quick. Get in, a minute later, get out. I was in this trade for a half hour. I was in this stupid trade for a half hour. I had 2 opportunities to close the position out completely. And the first one I didn't. And the second one I only closed half of it. So let me just get right to it. Same thing. Apple, options, calls. October 2nd today, so they expired today. They were pretty cheap, and they're volatile. So the losses, that P&L goes negative fast. Just even faster than it goes positive. So the market's not even open yet. If you look at the bottom right hand corner, it's 9:29. There's still 30 seconds. And this thing gapped way down pre-market, about $3, about like 3 points down, or maybe even more than that. Look at this, it closed at 116.79 yesterday. Right now it's trading at 112.88. So 112.80, 13, 14. So $4 difference. It's gapped down. So I'm thinking, here's all these on the 5-minute. Here's all my key indicators up here. That's like yesterday's low, yesterday's freaking yesterday's closing price, yesterday's high, and I even have another one for some other high. I forgot exactly what that was, but they're way. And I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do today because we're not gonna make it up to any of those levels. So I have like no levels to trade off of today. I was thinking for a split second to jump in right in the open with a call because I think that people were going to buy the pre-market dip. And they did. I could have made a quick scalp, but it's so risky doing that. So I decided to just hold up and wait and see what happened. So I am going to be fast forwarding through some of this. Oh yeah, and the 115 calls is what I was looking at the whole time. 115 had pretty good volume, and they were only like between $40 and $50 when I ended up getting into them, I think. But right now, one contract's $42. I have like over $700 of available funds to use today. So I've been thinking a lot during the daytime, especially when I'm at work. Just do I want to, as my account gets bigger, do I really want to keep risking my full account? Maybe I should just start risking half and doing 2 trades, or risking half and then doing maybe 1 or 2 more trades after that. Like maybe 1 contract at a time. But the more trades you do, the more risk you have. If you can get in and out green in 1 trade, or even 2 trades, I don't even know if I even want to do more than 2 trades. So maybe starting Monday, I'll use half of my position for 1 trade and then see what comes up. And if I take a loss, at least I could try to make that loss back if I have available funds. That's what sucks about not having a fully funded account. Even though I could trade every day because the funds sell next day, with a small account you want to try to maximize your profits. So you have to use most of your position, I feel. And you get 1 shot. You get 1 shot. 24 hours you have to wait before you get another shot. With a fully funded account, it's a little different because you can try to make up, then you could start. They both have their pros and their cons. Because with a fully funded account, you could start over trading. There's no PDT. You could trade as much as you want. So of course I'm starting to feel FOMO already. You know, because we just broke over that 200 MA on the 1 minute, but it's way up there in the 5. So I'm like, man, I could have got in here. I could have got in here. I even could have got in here for a scalp. But I wait. At this point, I'm like in between. See, this sucks because I don't have a strategy for this. I'm not near any. I mean, all there is momentum upward. It's bullish right now. I'm not near any moving averages. I'm not near VWAP. I'm not near the 200 moving average on the 5 minute. I'm not near any of my key indicators I set up as far as trend lines. So it's just tough. I know I want to get in it. Everything did the same thing overnight. Like I was looking at Tesla, Facebook, the SPY, they all gapped down. And probably all opened up and for an upward push. So I'm thinking I want to see it at least try to come back or consolidate. I mean, it's really all I have to work with. Another reason why I scalp, and I just want to get in and out because I can't sit here too long and trade. I have other things going on in the morning that I have to tend to. So for me to sit here, and even this trade was a half hour, I had to walk away a bunch of times. I paused the video a bunch of times. I just can't sit here and watch. And I can't sit here and wait for a setup either. I mean, you don't want to force a setup. But I haven't had a day where I was able to trade and didn't take a trade. Which I have to be okay with doing that, because not taking a trade is better than taking a loss, right? So for me, the quick 5 minutes in the market, scalp. So is this where I decide to get in? Yeah, so this is the consolidation. Or do I wait? I already forgot what I did. This was like a couple hours ago. I know I got in on some consolidation for a push up. Let's just keep moving forward. Okay, so that's what I did. So I decided to get in because the 9MA is really in an upward push right now. And this was a pretty strong, this had some weakness here. I mean, it opened, came down, but then the bulls just pushed this up. So this is a pretty strong candle. It has no topping tail. And then we opened right where this candle closed. So that's a good sign of sorry, there's an ambulance come by. Let me pause for a second. Okay. So my idea was to get in around the pop above the high of day so far, which, isn't really anything because we're only 8 minutes into the day. But I do end up placing an order right see it right now. To me, this is just going to be bullish all day. It gaps so far down that people are buying this big dip pre-market. So they're expecting it to get back up to yesterday's prices. So right here, 44, that's the break of the previous high, which was 114.44. There's 114.45. And I actually thought I missed it, so I went to cancel, but when I was going to cancel, I got filled. So I'm in 10 shares at 66. And I'm up 20. It's a little bit of consolidation. And right here, I should have just took my profit right here. $45. Could we get back up above the previous high of the previous candle? It's 48.49. So right there, I could have got out 50. I'm up $50. I should have. Don't know why I didn't hit the place order. You know, sometimes I just want to kick myself. Because this is greed. This is straight greed. I needed $6 to hit my, well, $100 for the week. I'm making my daily goal $25, which would be $125 for the week. But if I could hit $20 a day and just do $100 a week right now with an account that's under $1,000, that's 10% gain a week, which is fine. To me, that's fine. Because if I was trading with $10,000 account, 10% would be $1,000 a week. So it's all relative to your account size. So for my account size, I'm doing pretty damn good as far as percentage gains. So this is where it starts to turn on me. And here we go. Down 105. I mean, still hanging out above the 9MA, and it's in a bullish trend, hard. And I've seen Apple do this time and time again. It just has this continuation up. So my P&L at the most hit negative 110, which, you know, there goes the emotion setting in, and you can't get out. Just can't push the sell button. So for me, I've learned that I can't take just an average loss or even a decent sized loss. I can't get out until it's at a big loss. And I have to start to adapt to that and train myself to exit. Because if I could make another trade, I would exit at $40. But since this is my one shot, my one chance for the day, and it's Friday, and I've been green all week, that puts a lot of pressure on me. And because I'm making a video, it puts even more pressure on me. Because I feel like I just can't take a loss. So every time I make these videos, I say I gotta learn from this mistake, and I end up not learning from this mistake. So this was a luck. This, you know, the market gave me a hall pass today. Let's just say that. But how many hall passes are they going to give me? Alright, so I end up pausing. It does hang out. Okay. So I end up pausing. It does end up coming back up. So here's my second opportunity to exit this trade completely. But I keep thinking in the back of my mind this thing's going to push. So here, I'm still in 10 contracts. And we did push back up. And it's having a little run up. So again, I could get out full size and probably make $50 again. But I decide to sell half. Because I think this thing's going to push up and I want to ride 5 contracts. Which again, I told myself I wasn't going to do this. I told myself I was going to get in and get out completely. I'm scalping. I'm a scalper. That's the strategy I chose that's what I decided to go with. So I have to stick to the game plan, and I'm not sticking to the game plan. So I'm out there half of my position. And it decides to sell off on me. So context-wise, at least context-wise for overall, the 5 minutes looking good. I could see a bounce off of VWAP maybe. That's a far push down on the 1 minute. And man, I'd probably be out. I'd probably be down a lot if it ever made it down there. But now I'm going negative on. So I just want to check my position. If I close out now, I'll be negative even though I sold those 5 shares at a profit. Still be negative. So I have to walk away. I'm telling myself this thing is it's just dipping down. People are buying the dips and it's come back up. It's making higher highs and higher lows. So to me that's a good sign because I've been stuck in something like this before. Or this is more like sideways consolidation, but I'm not too worried. So before I forgot to hit the play or I forgot to unpause the recording, but as you could see I'm in 6 contracts now. My average was 66. I had $53 left in buying power. On this dip down here near the 50 moving average, I ended up buying one more contract because actually near the VWAP, I bought one more contract for 51. And that brought my average down. The one contract brought my average down from 66 to 63. So 3 cents, it's helping me out. But now my loss is going to be greater. So it's a risk I was telling myself I'm willing to take. It's pushing up. It's back over the 9 moving average. I'm almost break even at this point. Well, just on these 6 shares or contracts. So it ends up, it's just definitely moving up, but definitely a fight between the buyers and sellers. So there we go, we're selling off a little bit. But I'm still holding strong. And I didn't hit the record again when I sold. So I'm out of the position. This is the 1 minute. I made the chart just a lot bigger. So here's the last thing you just saw, these last 2 candles. Then it pushed up. 114.73 I got out. I just closed the position. All 6 I sold them. So that's it. 54.07. Which, yeah, I'm happy with, but I'm not happy with the strategy I used or the way I went about the trade. But hey, green is green, right? If you have an indication that something's going to move in your favor and you don't mind holding, then just hold it. Because the context of the bullish momentum in the whole big picture is what really pushed me to hold it. And in the long run, it ended up working in my favor. So if I did sell and got scared and sold at over $100 loss, and then this thing pushed up, oh man, I would have just been so irritated today. I've been going good all day. This is probably the one bad green trade I've had all week. Oh man, look at it now. Wow, it came all the way back down. So my first trade, so this is live right now. Let's look at the 1 minute. So my first trade was over here. And I ended up getting out right around here. No, I didn't. I got out over here somewhere. So that's a half-hour trade. But I sold the first, so I sold 5 shares or 5 contracts right here, and then I held 5, bought one right here, which brought my average down. Then when it came back up to right around here, I sold. And I mean, it continued up for a while. And now it's selling off. Man, look at that. This big red candle started it. So let's look at numbers. Then I have to end this video. Already 23 minutes in. Just want to go over some numbers really quick from when I blew up my account too. So for the week, so I'll just confirm the day, 54.07. For the week, Monday to Friday, up 148, so almost $150 for the week, which is fantastic. And for the month so far, I'm already up almost $100 for the month. And then you guys already saw last month. But if you look back at my videos, September 9th I blew up my account. It dropped all the way down to $370. So from September 10th, which is 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so 18 days. I grew my account 106%, or $395 in 18 days. So I think that I'm turning around and I'm starting to at least show profit. I'm not saying I'm profitable like in the long run, but I'm definitely on the right path. I'm just taking things slow, gonna keep working on this small account, and when the time comes, I'll make it a bigger account because I have money to add to it, but I'm not going to be like these other 95% of people that throw big money into an account and blow it up. I have to show that I could be profitable and then go from there. So that's going to be it. Hope everyone had a good week. Hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.